sent SP goodbye text from my own closure. I only want the best version of him and trying to affirm. Okay, I don't know why you're needing closure and sending goodbye texts. This is not what we do here, darling. We don't send these psycho, I need closure texts and goodbye and you didn't treat me well and this is the end texts, because, darling, you've got to understand that it's all about you and he's simply reflecting you. If you're sending him closure texts and goodbye texts, you're not understanding you're causing the shitty situation with him that you have to say goodbye to. He'll just look at that text like you're a fucking lunatic and be like, okay, see ya. I was only treating you how you feel about you, unchosen, unprioritised and unloved. I didn't have any choice but to treat you that way because you haven't fixed your self-concept, love. He doesn't know that's what he's doing, but that's what he's doing. I'd revise you sending that, darling, because that's from a triggered place of feeling like you need to get your feelings out and close this off. It's not, if you ever send one of those goodbye texts, guys, you've got to understand it's from a triggered place. It's not from a powerful owning yourself place. It's from a, you hurt me and I'm ending this before you hurt me further thing. Unless it was simply a text expressing your pure emotion, not blaming him. But if you're saying goodbye text, you sound to me that you put a wall around you to protect yourself from hurt. So that's what you've done in that text, which means you have a deep core wound of feeling like you're going to be hurt and you've got to figure out where that comes from. And that person isn't hurting you because of them. They're hurting you because that's your dominant fear that you will be hurt, especially in relationships. So what happened in your childhood was someone hurt you. Either you were abused or treated badly, or just generally feel not good enough about yourself, and therefore you constantly fear people are going to reject you or hurt you. So you reject them first or hurt them first to save yourself from getting hurt. And that's why you sent the goodbye text. If you can really eat that and own it and take full responsibility for the fact that that's why you sent the text. It wasn't from a good place. It was from a fearful place. You'll understand this and you'll be able to fix it. But you seem to me like a person with a massive wall around them who's very, very, very scared of getting hurt and so acts before they think. Is that what you do? I didn't mess anything up. No, you probably did. Probably. Did you hear what I just said? You did it from a place of a core wound and you're not understanding what the core wound is. You can say you didn't mess it up, but I'm asking you to identify the core wound as to why you felt you needed to do that, darling. You're not understanding this. Maybe you've come from some woo-woo LOA channel that says, I can't mess anything up. Yeah, sure. You can do things in the 3D, but you need to understand why you're doing things in the 3D and where that's coming from. And if you don't understand that, darling, you will have messed it up because you're doing it from the core wound. You're not fixing your core wound and you're blaming the person for hurting you, even though you're not understanding you're hurting you. Have you watched my stuff before? I don't think you have. Or if you have, you've not been listening. Or you don't want to own your own stuff and identify it because it's too painful. You haven't investigated it yet. So apparently everything else is everyone else's fault. And you have to distance yourself from the person who's about to hurt you, but it's about you. I'm not trying to be harsh here, but you're not understanding it. I used to do shit like that all the time because I thought someone would hurt me or reject me, so I'd push them away first. I'm always a big pusher awayer. Most of my relationships have ended with me pushing them away and sending the goodbye text. I'm talking from experience. It never bodes well. They think you're a nut. Just saying. From my own experience of not identifying my core shit. You understand? So tell me what your core shit is and I'll be able to help. And then you won't have messed it up. You can affirm I haven't messed it up all you like, but if you don't fix the core wound, you will have messed it up. You understand? Affirmations for rejection. I keep trying to push my SP away because he ghosted me before. Darling, if they're in your life and you're still pushing them away, you've got some severe fears that you're going to be hurt. You have to fix that. Of course he's not going to hurt me. Of course he loves me. Of course everything's changed because I'm the new me now and I don't fear getting hurt and I'm strong and I can express my emotions without retaliating. I don't have my flight or fight response on autopilot all the time now. I don't push people away. I've let my walls come down. I can express an emotion like a fucking normal human being and I don't allow my fight or flight response to fuck everything up. I'm saying that from experience. Was a big pusher awayer and it will fuck up your relationships. Stop it. It's about you feeling like you're going to be hurt. And eventually they'll just give up. They'll just be like, this is too hard. I love you, but it's too hard. And you'll go, fuck, I fucked it up again. Right? Don't do a me. Okay? If you're reactionary like I used to be, and your fight, flight, or freeze kicks in very easily, your amygdala in your mind kicks in, you've got to take a handle on that. You've got to start saying, I don't do that anymore. I don't push people away. I don't freeze up. I can express my emotions. I've taken down my walls. I don't run away. It's about thinking you're no longer that person. Right? I used to do all three of those. My freezing was panic attacks and I couldn't talk. My flight would be I'd push people away. And the fighting would be literally starting arguments and fighting with someone and blowing up at someone. Right? I used to do all three all the time from a deep, deep fear of being hurt. Or when people got to know me, they wouldn't want me, so I rejected them before they rejected me. Got it? It's all about you guys, and that fight or flight will kick in to protect you. You've got to thank it. Thank you, brain, for doing that for me, but I fucking don't need this anymore. It's really ruining my life. So can you stop? Okay. That just made me almost cry because that's my biggest issue. I know. That's why I'm fucking saying it, because you're similar to me, darling. So I'm saying it because if that made you almost cry, that's because it's true. So get rid of that fear of being hurt, please. You've got to take a handle on it. Otherwise, that will happen. Trust me, I've had it happen to me so many times because I push them away and eventually they just go, I give up because they can't get in. They can't get in because you've got this fucking massive wall around you to protect you from something that happened to you in childhood or something where you really don't feel good enough and you're so afraid to let people really see you that you don't let them see you. Stop that. I can trust the people I love with my heart now. I let them really see me. I know that when they see the real me, they're going to love the real me. They love me for me. I'm perfect the way I am, scars and all, faults and all, wounds and all. They love me the way I am. And I know they're not going to hurt me. Right? Otherwise, you'll just keep doing that, darling, out of a place of fear. And it's got nothing to do with them. And they'll walk away thinking, I don't know why she kept pushing me away. I loved her, but she didn't believe me. Maybe start believing that they can love you, darling. How about that?